Hey, this is Peachy.
I'm Moose.
This is Sudan.
And we'd like to take a moment to thank our original launch site, Anchor.fm, who's helped to enrich this podcast in many ways. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast.
Anchor.fm offers educational tools on how to get started in social media and has not only given our show, stapled together, several platforms to choose from for your listening enjoyment, but continues to offer helpful tips and avenues for growth along the way. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use.
With an easy, hassle-free method for uploading, you can add your podcast episodes to Anchor.fm's extensive library, available for listening on several popular streaming services, letting listeners choose a favorite platform. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast.
That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what we're doing right now by reading this ad.
Go to anchor.fm/start to get started today.
Step Together Podcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Staple Together Podcast with Comic Book Week of Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. I'm Peachy.
I'm Moose.
Sudan.
And let's go ahead and jump into our news segment of our podcast. What you got for us, Ooze?
No news is like good news, is like bad news, is like news.
I feel like there's not a whole lot of news this week that I know of, at least. I don't know, but Wizards of the Coast released a statement that they were going to be putting out free D&D content even
Nice.
throughout however long the quarantine is going to go. 5e has always been free, available online and whatever, but they're going to do additional content for campaigns and character resources, and it'll be on their website, and that's really cool for people who have time to play D&D.
For sure, that's awesome.
Apparently a lot of people should be having time 6 feet apart.
Yes.
Right.
And hand sanitizing their dice every time.
Yes.
Right.
You can Skype in to play D&D and be very far away from people and still be able to enjoy all of that.
For
and
sure.
Yeah, it's just really cool. But people are still trying to keep everyone entertained.
A lot of that going around in the communities, all the Nourish
Yes.
systems. But Humble Bundle still got the assets to download for that bundle.
Yeah.
13 more days.
Yeah, I get paid in 2 days, so
Nice.
hopefully.
And all those old, so you can print out
figures
and stuff for the campaigns. I'm like, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of them.
Yeah. So
It's
also
super
check
cheap.
that out. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Humble Bundle's a really good place because they got a COVID thing going on.
Yeah.
Where all those proceeds, they got Undertale and a whole bunch of other games and comics are in there and stuff, which is cool. That's not my news though.
No.
Yeah, for sure. What do you have for us, Sula?
I have news that came out of Disney Plus, and Star Wars. We knew that everything was pretty much on delay for Obi-Wan.
Yes.
Which is getting a 2022 release date at this point.
Obi-Wan and Flash.
Which is also going to sit in line with the
Flash?
new line of Star Wars movies too.
Oh.
Are slated, so they're still not delayed. They're working on them still as they can. They did confirm we're getting Mandalorian Season 2. Of course, that's still coming. Mandalorian Season 3, that's coming. Cassian Andor and K2SO series is still coming in 2021.
Awesome.
That's definitely still coming, and we're still also getting the Rebels sequel. They have still plenty of stuff, so we're going to have a steady flow of Star Wars content coming in, which is exciting that this has not totally impacted it. It's just kind of allowed them more time for certain series, and they've just kind of reassured us that yes,
for sure.
Things are still on track the way they are. Obi-Wan is just slightly pushed into the 2022 realm. So, which was kind of where we kind of expected in 22.
They didn't give an exact release date to begin with, so it's, that's not all that far off. It's right there.
It's like, at this point, we should be past this pandemic and everything should be golden. And so, we'll start getting more information. So I was like, there is hope.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll do my best. There's hope. I'll do my best, Leia.
Well, piggybacking off of that, Disney Plus news and Star Wars and whatnot, the Rosario Dawson contract that she got for the part of Asoka Tano is apparently going to span across several different series. Oh. So that's going to be cool, much like her role did in the Marvel Universe for Netflix, where she played the night nurse and, across all the different series and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And it's also looking like Disney Plus may be seeing the release of the New Mutants. It's not a sure thing, but it's looking more and more like they may be going that way, seeing as they just announced the release of the, I want to say Cyril Figgis, but it's I can't remember it's Artemis Fowl. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cyril Figgis.
Yeah.
Going,
Artemis Fowl straight to video.
Rick and Morty?
No, Artemis Fowl there is coming straight to Disney Plus from what has been said. So it's looking more and more like, they're giving out more and more details about the movie. Runtime was said to be 99 minutes. Now it's confirmed at 94, and just whatever. It's this movie's been kicked around so damn much. So it's please do just release it on Disney Plus.
So it doesn't just completely fall into obscurity.
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting. Disney's like here, Onward here, Frozen here, this here, this, and then everybody else is going, hey, pay. Yeah, you want to watch Sonic? $20.
Man, Disney can afford to do it though.
Yeah,
but that's just kind of like Disney's also going. We're not giving our comics out. We're going to hold off because we're serious about this. It just kind of seems like they seem as the evil overlords that they are to be a little bit more woke in this situation.
A little more in tune with society and what's going on.
Yeah, and the fact that they're like, we're just trying to help. And they're giving out a lot of cool stuff as well, like free comics or a lot. There was rumblings they're giving out unlimited for free for like certain people.
They are giving out free comics under unlimited. You just have to get an account and you'll get free comics. Certain ones, certain popular titles, Avengers titles, Iron Man, stuff like that.
Comixology does them every so often.
Yeah.
But I heard that like the unlimited service,
Marvel,
monthly free,
Marvel Unlimited is. Oh no, I don't know about that.
I heard that they were going to give out free stuff on that. The rumblings. I haven't seen anything updated on it.
Yeah, free. They're giving out free comics on there. Like that's what I was just talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Cool. Right on. Cool.
Yeah. Marvel.
Yeah, for sure.
Disney.
Yeah. So I guess that leads into our comic review or back issue review segment of the podcast this week. Comic book review.
It's a comic book review.
That's what it is.
What do you got for us, Suze?
So I was torn between two series to read.
Torn between two series.
We stopped the band.
Oh, that's right.
We broke up last week.
Right.
But it was between Umbrella Academy Hotel Oblivion, which was their most recent series, and Aliens 3, the William Gibson unproduced screenplay turned into a comic book.
Nice. I didn't know that was a thing.
It is. It's very much a thing.
I was excited. I was hoping you'd eventually talk about that.
So I left it up to the people, and the people too late decided Hotel Oblivion.
Of course.
Because I had already read Alien 3, the unproduced screenplay by William Gibson. It's so good.
They straight kicked in the
Nice.
door after you finish reading, like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
And I'm like, I have nothing left to bargain.
Oh, okay, we'll see it.
Yeah. Actually, so I will be reading Hotel Oblivion next week.
Nice.
So that's, yeah. Spoilers for next week's. I know.
I already forgot.
Would you say that you're oblivious?
I am Hotel Oblivious.
Haha.
An umbrella.
I forgot to look up what
Catamounts.
the artists for my covers. But Alien 3 by William Gibson, art by Johnny Christmas, and colors by Tamara Bonvillain?
Bond villain?
Bonvillain.
Nice.
That's what it says.
It's all like, you will read my book, and you will destroy the world.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Now, which one of us has seen the Bond films and know what they're talking about? You can obviously tell.
Me.
Points to Peachy.
I know all of the Bond
That
movies.
sucks.
That's the
Not
only
gonna-
Bond
yeah,
movie that
for
I've
sure.
seen all the way through is Another Day to Die.
Really?
Halle Berry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Terrible story.
So I got... I don't know if this is the variant or the main cover.
Most
I
of those
think
covers were really weird.
I love Alien books so much. I think this is the main cover that I got for the first one, which was by Johnny Christmas and Tamara Bonvillain. Or it was the variant by Paulo and Joe Riviera. I'm not sure.
Do they ever cover the acid for blood thing in the comics?
They don't even mention it in this book. I was so happy. This is so good, guys. Like, I don't even... It made me so happy. Like, I didn't read it when it came out originally, because, like, the first issue has a lot of talking, and it's, like, Weyland Yutani.
There's this wonderful
It
app. I
doesn't
love to
show up
introduce-
90% of the time, so...
As she always does to us for
Yeah.
for the covers. It's
Right.
I mean, I guess I can check and see
No,
if it's on there.
They're super
but
cool covers.
They
though,
are
usually.
really cool covers.
There's predators involved, that it's terrible.
Yeah. Let me check. Alien 3. I have so many Alien books, I don't even know which
So, yeah.
one's which.
I remember when these were in the previews, and I was like going, Uz! She's like, I know,
Yeah.
I saw. And I'm like, oh, these books look so good. I'm curious because the movie was so terrible.
What? Oh, the number 3?
Number 3 was so terrible.
Number 3. I'm like, excuse me? You want to
You
fight?
got, like, super defensive quickly, like she was ready to fight C-3PO over here. I mean, no, I was just saying, like, it really, like, the movie was terrible, so I was, like, curious to see, like, what the original take
Because
was.
it's under William Gibson. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so see, it doesn't say it. I want to see if it says it for... No, it doesn't say it for any of them. Yeah, so, I mean, look it up. The covers are really cool, and then I got to the end of some of the books, and I'm like, man, I didn't get that cover? I want that cover, and this cover, and all the covers. I love xenomorphs.
She wants all the covers.
But, okay, so... If you've seen Alien 3, it's not the best movie out of the franchise. Aliens is supposed to be the best movie. I love Alien. I think Alien is my favorite. Quickly followed by Covenant, quickly followed by Prometheus, and then Aliens. And then the other two just don't exist, really. But if this was a movie... It would make me so happy. Okay, so so you know how at the end of Aliens, Ripley and Newt and Hicks and Bishop all are supposedly safe, and they go off to space and whatever happens, and then they crash onto the prison planet,
Right.
and everyone's dead except for Ripley in the third movie.
Right.
That's how it starts. Instead, not Weyland Yutani, they end up going into a different sector of space that Weyland Yutani isn't in control of.
Oh.
And it's like a opposing company space. So they get super upset that Weyland-Yutani stuff's over there.
Right.
And everyone is alive, which is great because Newt makes me sad when she dies, and Hicks is alive, which is also cool. But Ellen Ripley, she is sedated because every time she wakes up, she like flips out because she's like, "Where's Newt?" And they're like, "Shh," basically. But so there's I think it's in the first book. I'm gonna pull it out really quick. There's this part that they show Bishop, and he has a full ass alien egg coming out of his stomach.
What?
I think, yeah, it has to be in the very beginning. Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's one of the original, like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which I sort of have a problem with, because xenomorphs aren't supposed to, like, prey on synthetic life. So there's no reason that they would have chosen Bishop, but if they found him a suitable host, I guess. That's the only problem I have with the entire thing.
David did something else.
But this was, like, way, way before. And, like, Ash didn't have any interaction with the, like, no. And then Bishop even says that they don't respond to synthetic life in aliens. So, yeah.
It's just there.
It's just there, and yeah, that's the only problem I have with this entire... Actually, two problems, because Ripley's, like, barely in it. Which I'm not a huge fan of. But the rest of the story is really good. There's the other company, like I was saying, that's not Weyland-Yutani, that finds out about the alien species, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to use this as a weapon, blah, blah, blah." And Weyland-Yutani is like, "Okay, we need our info back and our people back, so give us our people, because we need to use the aliens as weapons, so can we get that back?" So both of them are trying to use the xenomorphs as weapons.
Right.
And of course, neither of them succeed, and everyone dies, pretty much, except for, like, this little group that is like, "We need to destroy this facility," because that's what always happens in the alien movies and books. They're like, "We need to destroy it, nuke it, blah, blah, blah." So, somehow they modified the alien DNA to, like, completely transform human DNA. So if you get infected by some of the alien DNA, then you turn into xenomorph, and some of the transformations are really cool, and, like, you can still see the human features in the xenomorphs, like, a lot like Alien 4 Resurrection, which is what we don't talk about, but, like, it's that same, like, facial structure that you see in that alien. So it's really cool. And Hicks saves Ripley and sends her off and to go find Newt, because Newt got sent to New Oregon on a different planet where her grandparents are, so she's safe. So Ripley's supposed to be safe with Newt, which is great. And Hicks and the new group of people are destroying the xenomorphs and stuff, and it's all just great. It's just great. I recommend this series so much.
Was it, like, cinematic? Did it seem very movie-like?
Yeah, that's what I had to keep telling myself when I was reading the first one, because, like I said, I didn't want to read it because there was too much talking.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no, it's like a movie. You have to have it, like, play out as a movie in your head for it to work, and it worked so good.
I love that.
Now, is it finished?
It's been finished for quite a while, but yes.
How many books was it? 6?
5.
5?
I have 6 because I got an extra cover of 2. Because I couldn't decide between the Bishop cover and the Xenomorph cover.
Oh, Bishop all day, but that Xenomorph, though.
Exactly. I love both of them equally. Oh my gosh, and Bishop in this book, okay, so the other company, I'm sorry, I'm going to go off on this because it's really exciting. The other company, like, checked his memory banks to, like, see the alien and figure out that that's what Weyland-Yutani wanted,
right.
all their people back for, basically. And they're like, well, we can't erase it because they're going to know we tampered with him. And at this point, he doesn't have the bottom half of his body because there was a giant xenomorph egg coming out of him.
Right.
So they repair him and send him back to Weyland-Yutani, and they're like, okay, well, they don't seem to have tampered with you, but now they know about the xenomorphs. So what we're going to do is have you in charge of creating more xenomorphs. So we're going to clone them and destroy the original embryos and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, cool. And so the group that Hicks is part of is like, Bishop, don't try to stop us. We're going to destroy these embryos. And he's like, I really wish you guys weren't here because I was about to do it. And now Weyland-Yutani is going to think that you guys did it. So, and they're like, great, just do it. You're the best, Bishop. I love Bishop.
Bishop is pretty great.
Yeah. He has like that, he has morality as an android where like on the opposite end in the first movie, Ash had like no morality for any human life or anything. That's why they changed Bishop, because Ash was bad and Bishop is supposed to be good and protect humans and stuff. And
Aliens is my favorite.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot, but like the Prometheus is what I saw first to get me. Like I saw Alien versus Predator and stuff, and I'm sure I saw Alien and Aliens at some point in my life before that. But Prometheus is what got me into Aliens, and then I went back and watched all the movies, and then it was like, Covenant's coming out, what? And it was amazing. And
Covenant is damn good.
Yeah.
We went to the theater for that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the only Alien movie I've seen in the theater.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, me too. But
I mean, I remember when Alien 3 was coming out, I was, just coming into the teens, not even then, and that was my first real introduction because the Alien 3 symbol was pretty awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, the egg.
The egg.
Yeah.
Aliens was 84.
Yeah.
So I was 2. And then Alien was before.
Yeah.
Me. So, like...
I'm pretty sure that was 79?
Or
is he...
75, actually, I think.
It was a huge difference between the... Yeah.
Alien 3 was my first introduction
Sure.
to it, but I never saw that movie. I saw Aliens first.
Right. I feel like a lot of people saw Aliens first and then went back and watched Alien or something.
I went and saw Alien and I was like, wait, this is connected to Alien? Because you see him in the movie, in the VHSs at Blockbuster that were all together. Like, there's a series! And then I eventually saw all of them, and of course, at the time, I had
79.
79?
I had not seen Prometheus until right before we went and saw Covenant.
Yeah, because I was like, we need to see this, because I didn't know that you hadn't seen it. I'm like, I'm buying it on Blu-ray. You're watching this.
And it's got a lot of controversy, but I like it.
Yeah,
I
and
really like that, and Covenant was amazing.
Yeah, and when I watched Prometheus the first time, I didn't know that it was an Alien movie until the very end, when the alien comes, and I'm like, oh, this is an Alien movie.
So the whole universe, like, it plays on my love for lore building, and there's so much lore that Ridley Scott is putting in there,
Yeah.
And J. Ridley.
J. Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott.
That's like J. Scott Campbell, J.J. Abrams, J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson,
J.K. Rowling. Oh my god, there's too many of them.
Yeah, alright.
They're breeding like aliens.
Yes.
But no, that's just where it was for me. I really love Covenant, and I really hope that they do Awakening. Awakening finally comes. Disney was saying that they want, when they acquired Fox, the Alien franchise is going to see a new light.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm wondering, because now Disney owns Fox, that if the reason that there hasn't been a whole lot of Alien comics coming out is because of that, and if they're going to move it to Marvel or something, which I'll still read it, but...
You'll be a Marvel girl.
Literally every time I get a Marvel title, they stop it, though, so...
Yeah, but
It's not
Dark
my-
Horse has been handling them for a very long time.
Yes, and they've been doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
I love the Dark Horse Alien
They
books.
still outsource Spider-Man to IDW and stuff like that. They've done crossovers with Dark Horse, so I'm sure they would probably keep, as long as the writing staff is still good.
Right.
I think, if anything, they may just go, hold up, we're lore building. This is what's canon, like they did with Star Wars,
Right.
like they're doing with Marvel and stuff like that. No. This is what you need to put in there.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's going to be Mickey Mouse.
That'd be great.
Oh, it feels so good.
I've got a tummy ache.
That's how you get to start it.
Yeah.
It's just that scene in Spaceballs that they make fun of aliens, but in Disney form. Because they make a Disney joke right before that scene in Spaceballs. Yeah, the Pluto joke.
Oh.
Yeah, Spaceballs. Love
Spaceballs. Love that movie. Yeah. What do you got for us today, Sudan?
I read a book of 5 of 6.
A book of 5 of 6?
I wrote 6 of them.
What?
You wrote these books?
My brain is just went... Alright, I'm trying to remember Spaceballs, and then like, wait, no, it's my turn. So I've been holding off on this for a while, and this one was kind of a weird one because this is Peachy's realm. I watched the series in the 80s. It was one of those things. I had the toys and I had all the things, but to this day I am not a He-Man fan as per se. I respect it where it is, but I picked up a while back He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse. Multiverse, as it is, and it was written by Tim Steely.
Oh.
Steely. Art was done by Dan Fraga. Color by Matt Yackey. These are all fake names.
I'm pretty sure you're just making them up.
Yeah, no, fake names into the fake name generator, and they're just popping out.
And Hyuk Lee is the...
Oh, okay, that's a real name.
Is the one who did all the covers here.
I didn't know
which
that,
are
actually.
pretty awesome. As
For
I said,
He-Man.
it's like...
They are pretty cool.
The 5 of 6 is all I have so far. The 6th one, I think, was supposed to come out last week.
Yay.
So it's kind of like, ouch, thank you. This is, as it sounds, the multiverse comes into play,
right.
And we see everything from the holiday special He-Man, all super tiny, but we also get introduced to the universe as considered the anti-Eternia.
The dark black He-Man, anti-Eternia.
Or anti-He-Man, as he's called, and they have the anti-Keldor, or anti-Skeletor, as might be called, is actually supposed to be like the good guy.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All the, like, Beastman, Evelyn, and all those characters are like the good guys protecting Randor,
Nice.
the king, and King Randor and everything, and the Masters of the Universe have been corrupted by this anti-life or anti-truth.
It sounds very familiar.
The thing is that it plays out in the typical multiversal storyline way. Is, you got this main villain that's just wreaking havoc, and the thing that really kind of was like, oh, that was cool, was they actually they went to the TV verse He-Man dead, and you just watched 2 He-Mans dead right back to back, and you're just like, they straight up killed that He-Man.
Damn. Yeah.
And the Skeletors of all those universes coming into play and then getting killed, like, straight up, like, right there by... And it's just, like, in watching this Keldor, it was Prince Keldor going, like, the trouble, like, am I Skeletor? And at some point he does get, like, half his face Skeletor, like, so he's got that struggle, and he's like, oh, like, there's a lot of cool stuff that happens. So one of the killers that was really cool for me was the Dolph Lundgren movie verse with the key of the key that they had to play in that.
Yeah.
and the reference of Dreldor or whatever the character's name was actually like the one that set everybody off on this quest to like stop this multiversal, and I'm all like, that's pretty cool. They talk about how this terrible movie from the 80s, Masters of the Universe.
Man, they put out figures for those, and people were going nuts for it, man. I'm like,
there was something else, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the movie that's in production.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see that this character, and they kind of told you what happened after the movie, which was supposed to be the next movie we never actually ever got, which they actually kind of canonized this in these books. I'm like, that's cool. They talk about the war that never ends and that wreaks havoc upon both that and his world, and then this anti-He-Man comes and kills everything. So I'm at the point where they're about to do like the ultimate showdown, as of course.
Right.
But there's some like kind of twists and turns and like, oh, whoa, okay, that was like, and they really kind of put out in like, I could go and point at the figures on your wall like they killed that He-Man, they killed that He-Man. It's cool to see like a Skeletor go, all right, well, all my minions be gone. Here are the Masters of the Universe to save this day. I'm gonna run away. You know, and there's stuff like that pops up.
That's awesome.
Number 1 got an 8. Number 2 got an 8. Number 3 got an 8. Number 4 got a 9. Number 5 got a 9. Obviously, got more action packed and a lot more like, oh, this story's coming in. So 6, I will tell you when that comes out. But very awesome art. I mean, it plays between all the different art styles from whatever show they were from or reference that they were from the 2000 series. The mini comics and like Space He-Man and stuff like that are referenced. And it's super cool. But I am tired of reading, I have the power, or by the power of Hellskull, or the power of Grayskull. It's written like 20 times in every book.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But
it made up for the lack of acid blood mentioned in my books.
It definitely made up for that. So I'm looking forward to number 6. I definitely recommend this series.
Well, damn, that sounds awesome. I'm definitely sorry I didn't pick that one up.
I know I shouldn't say you need to get these when they come, but you don't need to get these.
Oh, I don't?
I'll tell you how they go.
Yeah, but I want some art and everything, you know.
I recommend just like that's $4 a piece, a 6-book series, $20 trade.
Get the trade.
Get the trade.
I mean, maybe.
All the art will be in the back of the book.
I've yet to read my He-Man versus Thundercats, which is one of the ones I was planning to read for the back issues.
I wonder if did that series too.
I'm not sure.
I wonder if this the series. I'm going to look at that, see who the writers are in the current runs.
So can you check on your CLZ? And see if it says it?
Yeah, let me see here.
Because, like, literally every time I look for an artist on my CLZ, it doesn't show, like, you can look at.
Oh my god, stretching.
He-Man, Thundercats. No, I'm getting Rob David, who did writing. Freddie Williams II, which was brilliant art and cover art.
They changed it.
Yeah, I said that like 4 weeks ago, a month ago.
I'm gonna keep poking your phone and hoping that it actually fixes it.
I really am really interested in reading that other one, but that sounds friggin' awesome. I didn't think I'd be interested. I thought it would have a lot more to do with DC for some reason.
It not a single thing. I've been waiting for a Superman reference or anything like that, and there's references to characters within the realm that I'm like, oh, okay, that's that guy. Oh,
nice.
Even Stinkor, you know.
To be played by Jason Mewes in the animated series.
Yeah.
But it was definitely the big thing from this is it was a nice education of a reminder of a lot of the characters. I'm like, oh, that's that dude. Oh,
right.
Oh, that was dude. That tequila.
Good.
But
That's awesome.
it's really cool, but it definitely, I didn't give a lot of it away. There's still a lot to it that definitely comes into play, so definitely check it out.
At the very least, the end.
Yeah. To be continued.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome, yeah. Damn.
What you got?
This week I read Punisher Soviet as a kind of compare and contrast to last week's read, which was Superman Red Sun.
Yes.
You going red on us there, PG?
Yeah, no, I wanted to see the major differences, and boy, they were huge.
Oh.
You know, I know that Marvel kind of gets referred to as the popcorn side of things and whatnot. You know, a happy-go-lucky comics versus the hard-hitting DC.
This is also a Max series.
It is a Max series. It is a Max series. And boy, oh my gosh. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no. The cursing, the blood, the guts. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. No Deadpool.
Marvel's got Deadpool.
Well,
No,
like
I mean...
cheesy. But yeah.
I mean, I get you, but I'm also, like, trying to argue against it in my head. Like, no, they're not.
No, but they're straight up, you know, curse words and, yeah,
That's
people
awesome.
being skinned alive and blown to pieces and, you know, that type of stuff. Written by Garth Ennis, pencils by Jason Burrows, inks by Guillermo Ortega, colors by Nolan Woodard, lettering by Rob Steen, and covers all six on all the issues were Paulo Rivera. Man, this was an awesome series. I really liked it. It kind of starts out with Punisher investigating a crime scene, dead Russian mob guys, whatever. He's talking to a police informant that he has that's telling him what's up and whatever. Leads him on this whole trail. He finds this ex-Russian soldier. Super awesome. I can't remember his name, though.
Is his name Edvich? Or Wolf?
No, it's like Leslie or something like that. Let me pull it up here. It's right here. It's Valerie. Valerie.
Ah, that's right.
That's why I was saying that,
Right.
to try to remember. Yeah, but Valerie Stepanovich, who was a soldier he was a soldier for this, this Russian guy. Really, really bad guy. Basically, he's been doing all this stuff around the world to try to take down this Russian guy, and Punisher's kind of been getting credit for it because it's just his style of stuff that he would do. But
are they necessarily putting it on him, or is it
they're putting it on him?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're like, oh, Punisher, we need to go after him. He's coming after us, kind of thing. And then he meets up with the guy. Yeah, he meets up with the guy, and he's like, yeah, no, it's been me. Yeah, we should work together. Let's get these guys, kind of thing. And they immediately like have a trust. You know, they're both soldiers. They both super brave, head on into combat, kind of thing, whatever. And he tells them the story of what he's doing and why. It's crazy, just crazy. Like him and a bunch of like sergeants that were an elite team went into this area, to do something, and he wound up getting hung to a tree by his hands with a knife. Oh. And when he woke up, his troop was skinned alive in front of him and like screaming.
Oh.
They screamed until morning. He can still hear it, whatever.
Super.
Yeah, just craziness. Crazy. He's like, so yeah, I'm going to go kill this guy. And yeah.
And Punisher's like, big mood.
Yeah, he's like, yep.
I'm in.
He's like, yeah, you are. He's like, no, actually, don't kill this guy. I want this guy to live. I want him alive. He needs to live. And Punisher's like, yeah, it'll take some convincing. And then he asks him again, like 2 issues later. He's like, what do you think about my question? He's like, it'd be the first time, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then in the 5th issue, fucking Valerie dies.
Oh.
Yeah, like killing some people and whatever. So Punisher has to go after him himself. In the last issue, he talks about how he told me about his marriage and how he drank and drank and drank to try to drown out the voices and the screaming, and it didn't help, and then he killed his wife in a car accident. He walked away from him with just a bloody nose, and his children disowned him, and blah, blah, blah. All this crap, and it's like, oh my God. And he's like, I'm going to do this his way. And he, like, finds the guy talking to a U.S. senator, trying to, get in that circle to get out of the bad guy circle.
Sure.
Into another bad guy circle.
Right.
And he fucking makes him skin him alive. And he lets him live. He's never done anything. He was just a guy that gave orders. So
right.
he was, he'd never hands on anything. So he made him skin the senator alive, and like it just like drove him crazy. He never talked again. Made him live, let him live with it, whatever. And he went to prison, of course, because
he skinned a guy alive.
Yeah, and I'm like, that was great.
Did it run off into another series after
No.
that? Like Punisher go after the people that
No.
the Senator was doing?
No, but I liked the way it ended. It was awesome. At one point when Valerie's telling his story to Punisher, he's drinking. He's drinking a bottle of vodka, and he offers him the vodka, and he's like, I never touch it. I'm good. And he's like, okay, whatever. So at the end, after everything happens, he goes to a bar, has a vodka. He's like, this is the first drink I've had since 1976.
Oh.
And he's like, oh, hey, I'm not trying to get you off the wagon. He's like, no, it's nothing like that. It's for a friend. And he's like, oh, was he a good friend? He's like, not really. I barely knew him. But I guess I understood him. And yeah, takes the shot, and that's the end, and leaves. And I'm like,
that's nice.
That is awesome. I dug the hell
out the door.
Yeah.
You need to do that photo of him coming out of the door.
All drunk looking.
The next scene. I
Yeah.
haven't drank since 1977. Oh, can you handle your liquor? Sure. Pow.
No, but I love the hell out of it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a more recent series. Number 6 just came out
Yeah.
in the last series of books that we got in stores, I think. And man, I'm glad that I read it when I did, because it was just mind-blowing. I have another Max series, Punisher the Platoon, that I'm also going to be reading in the coming weeks.
Nice.
More than likely, so that'll be exciting for me.
Yes. Hey, Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher. Woo. It was good. And I guess that finishes. I'm just going to sit here now.
Yeah. That's it. It just ends. We don't say our closing statements or anything.
Nothing. Yeah.
I'm really glad we all read things that we liked this week.
Yeah, for sure. We all seem to like our books. And across the boards, mine would, I think, 9s across the board, just because the cursing, the blood, and the guts.
Yeah.
Mine got an 8 because I couldn't stick with Easter Special He-Man.
Easter Special.
He had the bunny ears and everything.
It's terrible.
The worst.
He died.
That's good.
He died. But that, I guess, finishes our back issue reviews for this week, and thus ends our episode for the week. It's time to go, guys. I'm so sorry. I have nothing to say right now that I can think of.
If you don't know where your local comic book store is, go to comicbookstorelocator.com. Give your local comic book store a call, see if they do delivery or curbside pickup, so you can avoid as much human contact as possible, but still helping out your local comic book store.
Support them, guys.
Yeah,
Support them.
and
Doing online specials.
Yep. And also, like, Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld, to name 2 big names, are doing commissions for charity.
Yep.
So if you have the ability to, hit them up.
Is Liefeld the charity?
Whoever bought the Dr. Fate commission from Jim Lee, I would like to purchase that
awesome.
from you immediately. Thank you.
Who's just taking donations of that particular drawing cover?
Yeah. Or if he just wants to do another one for me, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
For sure. I really like the crosshatches on that. It's super awesome.
Yes. I hate it.
Yeah, pick these books up anytime you can. Love on them. Love your comics.
And
show them
before,
and after. Wash it after. Yeah.
Okay, we can't do that again.
No.
We did that last week.
Yeah. But yeah. Do you have
social media?
Do you have social medias?
Check this out on all the different social medias. We got Stapled Together Pod
on Instagram.
And
Twitter.
And PG76 on Instagram.
And Twitter.
Yeah.
Stay away from Facebook because Facebook is the devil.
The devil. But if you must, Staple Together Universe.
Also, do it on Segment.
Yeah.
Check it out.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So then, otherwise, that closes our show except for a quote. Sudan, do you have a quote from us?
Super settled on me. This is a joy to me. I have for you a quote. It is. Fuck off, ghost.
Piss off, ghost. It's freaking gone.
Yeah. Keep looking up. That's the secret of life.
Nick's gonna start hurting. No, that's awesome. I like it. Very good.
So it was definitely peanut worthy.
Ah, yes.
But yeah.
Do you have a quote from us?
Did you want to talk about the social medias?
I said, did you have a social media plug?
I said, did you have social medias?
Yes. So, not correct.
Dormammu?
All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. Keep listening. We'll keep bumping about.
Have you listened next time?
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I really tried not to give.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this, connect with us on social media, and of course like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Music is brought to you by Kevin MacLeod. Find more of his music by visiting incompetch.com or clicking on the link in the description. If you want to listen to more, find us on anchor.fm, our website unstapletogetherpod.wixsite.com, and pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.